Hey everyone, it's me Arthur Kade, and tonight we're on the red carpet for the New York premiere of a beautiful movie. It's called The Dressmaker, and we're chatting with its stars, Kate Winslet, Liam Hemsworth, and more, so get ready for a great night behind the velvet rope. Kate Winslet, what a beautiful movie you guys have made here.
Thank you.
Tell me all about Tilly. She's quite a badass character you've got here.
She is, yeah. You know, she's a wonderful Australian woman, and she has been away from her hometown for almost 30 years. She was sent away as a 10-year-old girl. She was ostracized, accused of having been responsible for the death of a fellow classmate. And lo and behold, the story begins when she is back. She's back for answers. She wants to find her mother, and she's also seeking revenge. She's a very, very strong, very, very brave, admirable woman with extraordinary skills in fashion.
Speaking of fashion, the fashion in this movie is incredible, but it also makes a statement as to how fashion can essentially make people feel better in certain situations. Tell me about the message that fashion plays in this movie.
Yeah, so for my character Tilly, everything that she wears really, in a way, has almost become her armor over the years. And because she really had to grow up entirely alone, living in other countries, away from Australia, away from her family, these clothes really form her identity. They're very, very much a part of who she is. And so she knows that a dress can change everything, not only people's perception of you, but how you feel as a woman yourself.
I was just interviewing your co-star over there. What an actress is Kate Winslet, and you get to work pretty closely with her. Talk to me about making this movie and working with her.
She's incredible. I was very excited to work with her. I was nervous to work with her also because she'd already been shooting for about 3 weeks when I got there. I came right off a press tour of Hunger Games and flew to Australia, and our first scene was kind of the most pivotal scene for our characters. It's a scene where my character pins her up against a wall and forces her to remember this very traumatic moment that she went through. And you know, I'd spoken to her on the phone a few times and shared some emails, but you know, really didn't know Kate, and yeah, that was our first scene, and it was difficult. It was kind of like one of those moments where you just got to rip the Band-Aid off and you know, get that over and done with, and then you know, we went from there, and after that it was easy. Kate's so wonderful and easy to work with, and just an amazing actress, and I really enjoyed spending time with her and just seeing how she works and does things.
What drew you to this story initially?
A lot of things. I'd been looking to do a film in Australia and to do something in my own accent. So that was my first I was looking for this. And then when I read this script and I heard Kate was a part of it, obviously the chance to work with Kate was huge and something that I was very excited by. The character, Teddy, who I play, was the first time I read it, really reminded me of my grandfather. And I know I felt like I knew the character, and I felt like I had some good things to bring to the story with that character.
What made you want to direct this?
Well, I read the book by Rosalie Ham, and I felt that I had a kind of, maybe I shared some DNA with that woman, because I love that it was really funny, but also really moving at the same time. And that's just the kind of movie I love, and I also love the fact that it was full of fantastic roles for women.
Speaking of fantastic roles for women, you got one of the best who does it. Kate Winslet leading
absolutely.
this thing. Talk to me about being able to put Kate in the lead and work with her.
Well, it felt like I was dreaming when she actually said, yes, I'm going to do it, because it was really every director's dream to work with that woman. She's just incredible. And she's such a gift to the whole movie and to everybody who worked on the film, because she's generous, she's brilliant, and she makes everybody feel at ease. She was great with the other actors, and she really captured Tilly.
I love that one of the characters in this movie is the scenery and the dresses. I guess that's two characters. Talk to me about being able to create that authentic feel by using the scenery in the movie.
Well, that was actually what attracted me to the project 7 years ago, was reading the book by Rosalie Ham and just imagining those gorgeous, couture 50s inspired frocks in this completely wrong setting of the Australian outback. I mean, to put those two elements together is just deeply, ironic and fun. So that was, it's pure cinema as far as I'm concerned. So that's why I really wanted to make this movie.
What are people going to get when they see The Dressmaker?
Oh, a bit of everything. There's a bit of revenge. There's a lot of humour. It's a bit dark and nasty and mysterious, and there's a lot happens and a lot of layers, and it's a bit of a ride. It's a journey. There are lots of surprises.